So again, back to that retreat, because it seemed like that was the moment that really sort of brought you to where you are, where you learn a lot about yourself. What were some of the mindsets that you had that you changed, and what were some of the ways that you sort of overcome the mindsets that were holding you back?
I actually remember one specific moment. I mean, in this whole process, there have been many moments along the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd like to call them, epiphanies or whatever, but I can remember, I can remember them along the way.
Yeah.
One of them was about 2.5 to 3 weeks in. We were exercising every day, a couple of hours every day. We were eating a kind of a measured amount of food per day. And we were doing Tai Chi, and we were doing some meditation and some mindset work. And I remember at one point they were referring to us as athletes. They're like, if you're exercising this much and you're eating this way and you're getting this amount of sleep and you're taking care of your body, then you are an athlete. This is what an athlete does.
Yes.
And I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, I wonder if I could really think of myself as an athlete. And I did. I mean, I just took it on, and I started to experiment with what it would be like to think of myself that way. And I did, and it really did change everything. I realized that the difference between being healthy and fit, I mean, it's not a thing that you get to. It's not like if I continue to eat this way and train this way for 6 months, then I'm going to be fit and healthy. It's like if you are doing it right now, then you are fit and healthy.
Yes.
And a lot of people struggle with that. It's like, well, one day I'm going to be healthy. I'm exercising now so that one day I can be fit. Well, it's like, you're going to be waiting forever because that time is just going to keep getting pushed back.
Yeah.
If you are watching what you eat, if you are taking care of your body, if you're getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, exercising daily or at least moving daily, and you're in an active lifestyle, then you are healthy, you are fit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do you, it doesn't hurt you to think that. It only hurts you to think that right now I'm unhealthy, I'm changing things, and one day it'll get better.
Yeah.
Take it on right now. It's only, I think that's the main thing. You are what you believe you are now, not what you believe you will get to in 6 to 12 months.
Yeah. So what you're saying, it sounds very similar to like what Eckhart Tolle talks about in The Power of Now. It's like the now is the moment of power, where you can decide. Because if you start thinking of the future or the past, you're already up in your head and you've lost traction of your beliefs and what you feel about yourself. So grounding yourself in that moment, it's like, I believe that's where affirmations come from. Because an affirmation is like, I am fit and healthy, or I am an athlete, right? So it's talking about right now. So I think that's why affirmations were designed, is to bring us into that powerful moment. And by doing it enough times, and actually putting in the physical action each day, like you did for 2.5, 3 weeks, you're like, you know what? Like I've been doing this for 2.5, 3 weeks. I am a fucking athlete. Like,
that's right.
Let's bring it on. Let's keep going with it.
And another interesting thing that I just thought about then, in the darkest moment of my history, when I was in, if we should call it a rock bottom moment, I was facing a lifetime of failures, and I had no vision for my future.
Right.
I had completely given up. If I say I wanted to eat myself to death, essentially what that's saying is I have no hope and no vision for my future.
Yeah.
So I heard once someone describe it really interestingly, but I felt it related to me. I was walking through life backwards, and my past was out in front of me, and I was walking backwards into the future.
Yeah.
So there was no vision of my future, but all I could see was what I had experienced in the past. So what do you expect to get in the future if you're facing this way, walking backwards? Well, it's just going to be more of the same, right?
Yeah.
More failure, more of the same self-image, more of that identity, and nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
I think what happened in that 4 weeks was I turned around and I started to create a vision for the future.
Right.
That looked good, where I had hope.
Yeah.
I could see what was ahead. And we talk about not living in the future. I believe it's super important to have a vision
that's right.
for your future.
Yeah.
Because without a vision, you don't know where you're going.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a moment of vision, like you sit down, it's like goal setting, like you'll sit down in this moment of time, we're going to write goals for our vision for the future.
Right.
And once we've written them and we're happy with them and we've locked them in place, then we can boom, back to the now.
Right.
So there needs to be, that's one of the things like when the Power of Now talks about not going into the future or the past, I believe you do have to in moments. So I'll spend a moment in the future setting the goal, or I'll spend a moment in the past. The past to me is about finding good memories or lessons to learn. So it's a very valuable place to tap into if that's what you're going there for. So I'll go in there, but I won't spend too long. I'll go in there, get what I need, come back to the now.
Yeah.
Same with the future. Go there, do what I need, and then come back to now.
And if you're not able to go into the past and learn the lessons you need to learn, in the same way, you're going to repeat them again.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, you listen to, yeah.
So you have to, I guess, toe this line between going back and learning the lessons, applying it in now, and then making sure that you have that vision for the future. It's that book, A Man's Search for Meaning, A Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl, which is a great book. He was in the concentration camps through Europe, and basically turned around the whole study of psychology to talk about what happens to someone when they lose their purpose. And through the study of the people that he was with, he found the guys who had lost everyone in their lives and didn't have a purpose, he could almost predict when they were going to die. And as opposed to that, there were people who had discovered a purpose, and he himself had discovered a purpose for himself, and it enabled him to basically give him something to live for. And I don't think I think we underestimate how powerful that is, especially for someone who's trying to lose weight.